Hi, my name is Arpine Hakopian, and we are going to represent the Justice Council of Armenia. So, the main purpose of this tutorial video is to give general introduction of the Justice Council of Armenia and highlight the difference between Armenian Council and other countries. To start with, the Justice Council is an independent body which shall exercise its power enshrined in the Constitution in accordance with the procedure stipulated by this code. Here are the requirements presented to Justice Council members. First, the person can become a member of Justice Council who has at least 5 years of judge experience, and during the last 5 years has not been subjected to disciplinary sanctions, may be elected as a judge member of the Justice Council. A court chairman and the chamber chairman of the Cassation Court may not be Justice Council members. Second, the position of the Justice Council member that is law academic is a state position. To exercise its powers defined in the Constitution, the Justice Council has the right to receive administrative, criminal, and civil cases, as well as necessary information, materials, statements, and other documents, including those concerning pre-trial investigation secrets, from official and state bodies, including courts, the prosecution and inquest and investigation authorities. The only exception applies to information that constitutes state and official secrecy. To conclude, Armenian Justice Council is very strict to judges, and as you can see in www.court.am, there are many cases when judge was complied different kind of sanctions. Thank you.
I am Ruben Knyazyan and I am going to talk about the disciplinary committee. The Council of Justice forms a disciplinary committee consisting of 3 members of the Council for 1-year term. 2 judges and 1 legal scholar, members of the Council, are in the composition of the disciplinary committee. The composition of the disciplinary committee is formed by the order of rotation, taking as a basis the selection or appointment date of the Council member. The members of the Council elected or appointed earlier are in the composition of the disciplinary committee. In case of coincidence of the dates of the Council members' selection or appointment, the composition of the disciplinary committee is formed by the alphabetical order of the surnames of the Council members. The main functions of the disciplinary committee are: first, initiate disciplinary proceedings against the judge of the courts of first instance and appeal and against the chairman of the court and apply to the Council of Justice with a relevant petition. Second, based on the application of the Ethics Committee of Republic of Armenia Council of Courts Chairman, initiate disciplinary proceedings against the judge of the Court of Cassation and Chamber Chairman, as well as against the Chairman of the Court of Cassation, and apply to the Council of Justice with a relevant petition.
I'm Tigran Vartanyan, and I have interviewed the Secretary of Justice Council, Joel Vartanyan. She stated that the Justice Council does not control the judicial system. Instead, it compels judges to disciplinary responsibility. Daily, the Council has approximately 50 complaints about judges. The basis of those complaints are deeply examined. In order to punish a judge, the Justice Council has to notice an obvious and root violation of ethical rules. The complaint application can be accepted if these conditions are not fulfilled. At the year of 2014, there was created the Ethics Committee. The members of the committee are examining the acts and compliments. If Ethics Committee finds that the judge is guilty, they apply some sanctions, and there are 4 types of sanctions. The first one is admonishment, which is the least strict one. Admonishment is usually applied to judges who have not had any reproof during his or her career. The second one is reproof, which reduces the 25% of the judge's salary for 6 months. The third one is strict reproof, which reduces the salary by 25% for 1 year. And the fourth one is an application to the President of the Republic of Armenia for the termination of judges' jurisdiction.
Hello everyone, I am David Harutyunyan and I am going to present the comparison, similarities and differences between Council of Justice of Armenia and Georgia. So, main functions of Council of Justice of Armenia and Georgia are to form and submit a list of candidatures for judges to be approved by the President, and give conclusion on the submitted candidatures, and also organize the qualification exams for judges. So, Their contrasts are mainly in their membership and their election of their memberships. For example, in Armenia, the Council of Justice of Armenia consists of 13 members, 9 judges and 2 scholars, while in Georgia they are composed by 15 members, and the High Council of Justice is chaired by the chairman of Supreme Court of Georgia and also upon its assignment by Secretary of High Council of Justice. And also the difference of their High Council of Justice of Armenia and Georgia are mainly in their election of their membership. For example, in Armenia, members of Council of Justice is elected or chosen earlier are composed in the disciplinary committee. The disciplinary committee is organized by the order of replacement based on the selection or appointment date of the council member. In addition to this, members appointed by General Assembly of Judges, President, National Assembly. Meanwhile, in Georgia, members are elected by Judiciary, Parliament, and President of Georgia, and more than half of their members of Council of Justice are elected by the judicial self-governed bodies of Judges of Common Court of Georgia. 3 members of High Council of Justice elected by Parliament of Georgia, and that one should be chosen from parliamentary faction, and that one shouldn't be part of parliamentary majority, or from those members who don't make part of any faction. So, based on research, we can claim that the Council of Justice of Armenia is more centralized, including less members, bearing more responsibilities compared to Georgia, where the system is organized by a larger number of members.
Hi, I'm Artur Abgaran, and now I will compare Armenian Council of Justice with the same body in Russia, which called Supreme Qualification Collegium of Judges. First, I want to say that both Armenia and Russia have many similar to each other government bodies, and Council of Justice is one of them. Of course, there are many minor differences, and I will tell you about some of them. So I'll start with the composition of that body. According to our constitution, there are 9 judges in the Council of Justice elected by the General Assembly of Judges by secret ballot for a period of 5 years, also the President and the National Assembly each appointing 2 legal scholars. And according to Russian Federation Constitution, there are 18 judges in the Collegium, also elected by General Assembly of Judges by secret ballot, where is no concrete period. It also includes 10 members of public and 1 representative of the President of Russian Federation. So other differences are in functions. Armenian Justice of Council doesn't have some functions that the Russian Collegium have and vice versa. For example, Russian Collegium conduct mandatory checks of publication in mass media about behavior of judges that doesn't comply with the requirements of the Code of Judicial Ethics and undermines the authority of judicial power. Armenian Council of Justice doesn't have such function. Meanwhile, Armenian Council of Justice has this function. Justice of Council by the inquiry of the President of the Republic expresses opinion about issues of pardon, which is not function of Russian Collegium.
I am Aref Zataryan, and I'm going to compare the Justice Council of Republic of Armenia with that of Nagorno-Karabakh Republic. First of all, Republic of Armenia and Artsakh have many similarities in the judicial field, so these justice councils are analogous, and the first resemblance is that they both are independent bodies. However, they have some differences as well, and the first one is in the composition. 9 judges are elected by the General Assembly of Republic of Armenia by secret ballot of 5-year term. The President of the country and the National Assembly appoint 2 legal scholars as well to form the Justice Council of Armenia, while in the composition of Justice Council of Artsakh are only 5 judges appointed by the General Assembly of Judges, and the quantity of legal scholars appointed by the President and the National Assembly is the same. These 2 bodies are sharing almost the same functions with some exceptions. First, owing to the fact that Artsakh does not have the Court of Cassation and Constitutional Code, the Council of Artsakh does not propose the candidatures for chairman and judges of the Court of Cassation in its chambers. The second, the Justice Council of Armenia, by the inquiry of the President of the Republic, expresses opinion on the issues of pardon, while in the Justice Council of Artsakh not. The Council of Justice of Armenia carries out its activities through sessions like that of the Artsakh. The chairman of the Court of Cassation conducts the sessions of the Council of Armenia, but as Artsakh does not have the Court of Cassation, the session is conducted by the chairman of the Supreme Court. These 2 bodies have an analogy also when having a disciplinary committee. In both justice councils, these committees are formed in 1-year term. Its composition is the same in both bodies: 2 judges and 1 legal scholar. Moreover, they are sharing the same functions as well. So, though the Justice Councils of Republic of Armenia and Artsakh are different from each other in some points, but due to the fact that they both are Armenian republics, they are analogous and sharing the same functions, the same way of composition and responsibilities.